Welcome to the Hunter Showcase for Centipede, Season 48's Hunter release. This marks the last Hunter to be released on a monthly basis, so let's go ahead and see how this measures up to all of its predecessors. Centipede is a new species native to the Dark Forest. Unfortunately, due to the cultists' reckless use of dark magic in the region, Centipede has evolved to relentlessly crush enemies under its feet. Centipede is the latest addition to the class of hunters I like to refer to as the drive-by archetype, where they mostly cause their damage by running over their enemies, as they typically have no form of an auto attack. Centipede's attack is aptly named Trample and causes damage by simply touching an enemy by running through them or coiling up right on top of them. Trample deals 100% damage to the target roughly 3 times every 1 second while maintaining contact. Each time Centipede kills an enemy, Centipede grows in length by 1 segment, up to 8 segments in total. This is the crux of Centipede's playstyle. Each segment of Centipede is capable of causing an auto attack's worth of damage. So, if Centipede were to have a length of 5 segments, when Centipede runs through an enemy target, that enemy would take 6 different attacks, 1 from the Centipede's core body, and then 5 from each additional added segment. Centipede comes equipped with a typical set of perks, as well as the addition of 3 unique perks. These unique perks add the ability to stack additional fire, poison, or cause bonus earth damage respectively, as well as allowing Centipede to grow even larger and inflicting more attacks when running through enemies. Let's take a look at how Trample works in-game and demonstrate the gaining of additional segments on Centipede. To begin, Centipede by default will start with a total of 3 visible legs on either side of its body. To attack, you simply make physical contact by running through a target or standing on top of them. With no additional segments to start, Centipede will do 1 attack's worth of damage to a target when attacking. Once you have killed said target, 1 segment will automatically be added onto the length of Centipede. This is easily discernible with the addition of a new pair of hind legs, 1 leg on either side of its body. Each additional segment will cause 1 extra attack's worth of damage to enemies when making contact with that segment. It is plausible for all of your segments not to hit a specific target, thusly reducing your damage done. The rule of thumb with Centipede: any part of its body that touches an enemy will cause damage. Any part of its body that does not make contact with an enemy will not cause damage. With no additional unique perks activated, by default Centipede can grow to a length of 8 segments in total. This means once you have slain 8 enemies, you can no longer grow in length. At this point, you will see a total of 11 legs on Centipede per side, 3 that you start with, and then the additional 8 that you added on. Once you level up or possibly have unlocked a starting perk, you may obtain one of Centipede's unique perks. Decay causes your attacks to add an additional 10% nature damage each hit, Venomous causes your attacks to add an additional poison stack with each hit, and Fiery causes your attacks to add an additional bird stack with each hit. While the artwork is similar, you can easily discern between the 3 perks in game due to the leaf, poison bubbles, and flames found on each of the icons. Regardless of what perk is selected, all 3 of these unique perks offer the same bonus of raising Centipede's current segment cap by 8, while also instantly giving you +1 segment added onto Centipede's length. Selecting any of these unique perks as Centipede's starting perks will cause you to spawn into the round with these additional segments already added onto Centipede's length, effectively giving you up to 3 additional attacks when running through enemies. There are no limits to the amount of unique perks offered in a run, nor are there any limits to a specific unique perk showing up. If RNG is on your side, theoretically, you could get a unique perk each level. This is an important aspect to note when selecting gear loadouts in endgame, as plus to max level enchantments can potentially offer many more bonus segments to Centipede. As seen on screen, I ran a test in which I would repeatedly level up to 20 and track the perks selected. In short, a player with no starting perks can typically expect to receive 8 to 9 unique perks in a run, which on average will give 78 segments to your Centipede. A player starting with any 1 unique perk will expect to see around 9 to 10 unique perks in a run, averaging 86 additional segments on Centipede. These averages will continue to increase if you decide to use 2 or even 3 of Centipede's unique perks as your starting perks. Now that we have an understanding of Centipede's base mechanics, let's discuss their extra permanent ability from Awakening. Swelling Sting increases damage dealt by 50% for each point that Centipede overlaps with themselves, up to 10 layers. It is important to note that Centipede does not gain 500% damage after having 10 layers stacked upon themselves. Rather, the segments of Centipede's body that are layered gain the 500% damage bonus. In order to maximize Centipede's damage output, it is necessary to not only have as many segments in contact with an enemy as possible, but to ensure each of those segments is also stacked on top of other segments to gain the damage bonus. While a quick zigzag pattern may seem ideal, as it's the easiest pattern to throw down on a boss, this leaves many segments without a stacking bonus and can also leave some segments in a position to not even be able to hit the boss. Alternatively, a tightly grouped circular pattern around the boss's feet ensures 100% of the segments are attacking the boss and benefiting from some sort of stacking bonus. I would like to take a moment to highlight a somewhat unique interaction that Centipede has with a stat. Centipede benefits from attack speed as any other hunter would. However, movement speed doubles as attack speed as well. For those of you who are aware, this is the same exact benefit that Beetle receives from movement speed. For every 20% of movement speed gained, Beetle and Centipede gain 40% attack speed. Knowing this, when you play Centipede, it will always be a better choice to select movement speed perks over attack speed perks. Another key stat interaction that is arguably the most powerful aspect of Centipede is Multishot. Although not a core perk available to Centipede, the use of Multishot enchantments on gear will be a staple in Centipede's kit. This is due to the unique interaction Multishot has with Centipede. For starters, Multishot will no longer add +1 attack per rank of Multishot. Instead, it will increase the number of segments gathered per kill. In addition to this new effect, and honestly way more importantly, it will double or triple the cap of segments allowed on Centipede, respective to the number of Multishots equipped. As an example, if you have gathered enough unique perks to cause your maximum amount of segments to be 120, you also have a +1 Multishot equipped on your gear, you would now be able to create 240 segments on Centipede. Using that same example, but having +2 Multishots equipped instead, Centipede will now be able to grow to 360 segments in length. And that wraps up the Hunter Showcase on Centipede, an extremely powerful and versatile hunter that, if given the opportunity from RNG, can break the very concepts of what we know is possible in Hunt Royale. Centipede easily takes its rightful place amongst superhero and supervillain as Hunt Royale's most powerful hunters, leaving the players on a high note as, regrettably, the monthly Hunter release schedule comes to a close.